basketball.
And you said 4 guys in double figures, Coach. You get that in most games. You're usually going to come out on top. But tonight it's going to be a battle. Owensville and St. James had a pretty good battle at the game right after ours on Wednesday night. Owensville got the big lead. St. James really never did get caught back up, especially in that second quarter, and we all know what Owensville can do. We've seen Cullen Van Leer and his crew here at Salem. We won that game early in December, but we know they can shoot lights out at times, can't they?
Yes, Owensville, really talented team, very, very well-coached, disciplined team, big, strong, athletic kids. They got everything. They have everything. We did see them for the third game of the year, early December. We got the win at home, but that has nothing to do with this game. Does not matter. Both teams have gotten so much better since then. And it'll come down to matchups, execution, rebounding, all those little aspects of the game that we talk about. Owensville, like you said, can shoot it. They got some inside presence, and then they just really lock down and play some tough man-to-man defense, physical basketball, playing at their place. District championship game. The crowd's going to be crazy. It's going to be very, very.
I was talking to Administrator Clay Moody. He says it's been 20 years since Salem's won a district basketball contest. It just doesn't seem that long, Coach. But then I think back, we've been in district finals before, just never were able to finish. Tonight, you like to put that nail down and come home with that big win. And then if you would win, you could be even hosting the sectional.
Yes, and, we've been preaching on those kids, to hang a banner in our gym. We see it every day in practice, be able to look up there. And when you have those tough practices where kids are tired, exhausted, long basketball season, you look up there and say, hey, that's the end game. That's what we want to play for our district title. These kids have worked hard all year. We've been preaching to them, and, they've stepped up to the plate, and they've played really good basketball into the year here. We're excited. We love them. We're proud of them no matter what happens tonight. But we're here. Job's not finished, and we're ready to get that third one tonight.
Coach, we wish you the very best tonight in the district championship against Owensville. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Stay tuned. Tiger basketball. It is the championship game of Class 4 District 3. It's next.
Thank you, Stan. That has been Tiger Talk with Coach Jared Patterson, brought to you as a courtesy of Looking Glass Salon and Flying W Boutique. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger basketball is next.
What's up, y'all? It's
Hi, this is St. Louis Blues broadcaster Chris Kerber, and I want you to follow all the exciting action of the St. Louis Blues right here this season on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri. They've been one of the longest-running St. Louis Blues affiliates, and if you can't make it to the game, the next best thing is listening right here. It's KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri, your radio home for the St. Louis Blues hockey.
Your station for Salem High School sports. KSMO, Salem. It's time now for exclusive coverage of Salem Tiger sports on KSMO. Today's action is brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Town and Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Taxmasters, Town and Country Insurance, City of Salem, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Jadwin Smith Auto Body, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Riverways Federal Credit Union, Salem License Bureau, Jet Tire and Auto, Legends Automotive LLC, Discount Bins of Salem, American Family Insurance, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Carty, Flying W Boutique, New Life Auto, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Inc., United Country Salem Realty, Babette Wells Broker Owner, On the Spot Auto Glass, The Hot Spot Tanning and Tuxedos LLC, Your World Today, Hubs Tire Center, Technology Junkyard, Moe's Cleaning Services.
It's basketball time in Owensville. Stan Stevens and the KSMO media team bringing you Tiger baseball. No, it's basketball. We're getting close, though. They were in practice today. I saw them warming up, and I saw the Owensville Dutchman team warming up today. So spring is virtually sprung, but that also means district basketball, and that is tonight. District basketball, Class 4, District 3 championship between Salem Tigers and Owensville Dutchman. These two matched up back in December, as you heard Coach Patterson talk about Tiger Talk. Salem won that game by double digits. That's a whole different team for both sides, Salem and Owensville. This game will mean the next team will move on and play on Monday night in a sectional that will be hosted by the winner of this game. We do want to tell you that it is time to take responsibility and teach students that any competition, no matter what it must be, has to be played within the rules. And the officials of any game or contest are never given enough thanks. The efforts of those officials account for the fairness of our game. To our Missouri high school officials, a big thank you for a job well done. This message brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio and the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Well, first off, I want to thank our friends at Flying W Boutique and Looking Glass Salon. They brought you Tiger Talk. Katie, Candy, Alicia, they do a fantastic job at 101 West 4th Street, downtown Salem. They've been bringing Tiger Talk all season long. A big thank you goes out to them. I also want to thank United Country Salem Realty, Fabio Wells Broker Owner. We're bringing you our intro to Tigers basketball games. Yes, the basketball games. 573-729-3148. Or drop on by and see them at 605 South Main. If you are video streaming with us on Mission.tv, as we talk, you'll see a scorebug roll up on the bottom of your screen. That scorebug is brought to you by Ozark Overhead Door. And Todd saying if you have a question or two about installation of a door, repairs of a door, maintenance, he can do it, 314-243-9341. And as we play tonight, you'll see instant replays. Those are brought to you as the courtesy of Hubs Tire Center, a 3-generation family-owned business in Salem. For tires, brake needs, state inspections, auto repair, and more, it's Hubs Tire Center. 801 South Main Street here in Salem, help bringing you Tiger basketball. We're about ready to get this one underway. Both teams are on the floor and lined up, getting ready for our national anthem. As this is the last game of district play, it has been a good district so far as the host Owensville Dutchman won Wednesday night over St. James, and Salem beat Cuba. We're going to take a 90-second break and come back with the start of this one. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Today at K&H Auto Supply in Salem, find KCL coolant leak repair for $15.49. Hot Shot Secret Stiction Eliminator Diesel Oil Additive only $49.99. And Park City Conventional Motor Oil, 5 quarts and a microguard filter for $25.99. Stop by today and save at K&H Auto Supply in Salem.
Park City, yeah, Park City, Park City.
What percentage of people who take drugs end up becoming addicted, lose control of one's life, and die of an overdose? No one can say for sure. But is taking drugs worth the risk?
Get the facts. For more information, call the Healthy Dent County Prevention Coalition at 573-729-8163 or visit their website at salemcommunitycenter.org.
Are you a renter that has always dreamed of owning your own home but aren't sure where to start? Town & Country Bank can help. With our local lending team, Town & Country Bank has been helping renters make their dreams come true by giving them the tools they need to own their very own home. I'm Andrew Wynn with Town & Country Bank. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
Well, it's not a totally sold-out house yet, but there's a big section of students for Owensville on the north side of the gym and a big section of students for Salem on the south side of the gym. I guess that's the way it should be. There's also a big section of students, Salem students also on that north side of the gym as well. But both bottom layers along the floor are filled up. The upper layers are filling up. It should be a dandy game tonight. Here are the starters for the Salem Tigers tonight. It'll be Lincoln Thomas, Luke Pryor, Brody Ray, Braden Gapp, and Gavin Sabon. They've been pretty much the starters, same starters, all the way through. For the Owensville Dutchmen, it'll be Brady Watson, Keegan Glazer, Chase Crosby, Zayden Gates, and Eli Graham. Those starting lineups brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, helping you with auto, home, life, and business and other insurance needs. Just like you, Willie lives in the area and can help you out. 729-4941, 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. Ready for the tip-off? It will be between Gates and Safaw. Let's play some district championship basketball. Safaw tips it back to Brody Ray. Salem Tigers in their navy blue uniforms with a Carolina blue scratch trim and on the numbers and letters. Owensville the white uniforms with the black trim and the orange numbers and letters. Braden Gaps has it on their center court. Tries to drive in against Crosby. Gets it down low to Safe off the glass. It won't go. Brought down and controlled underneath by Gates. Off to Watson. Watson hands that ball off to Glazer. Glazer back to Watson. Back to Glazer. They keep it beyond the three-point arc. Glazer with it. Goes inside. Fadeaway jumper. Missed it. Brought down by Safaw. On the shot by Crosby. Gets it off to Thomas, and they'll walk over the timeline. Thomas trying to get it back. Ball stolen away by Owensville, coming down and missing the shot after the steal was Crosby, but a foul called on Ray. Going to the line to shoot two will be Chase Crosby. And his free throw is good. Next one is also good. 2-0 Owensville. A minute into this one here at Owensville. It's going to be a loud crowd tonight. Here's Gaps going back on top. Pryor outside to Thomas. Thomas beyond three. Goes on top of Brody Ray between the circles now. We'll reset for Salem Tigers. Started there by Glazer. Ray trying to get a little help. Goes back to Safaw. Safaw's at the top of the key. Looks inside. Trying to guide Luke Pryor. Didn't get it there in time, so he looks back to Braden Gaps. Gaps trying to drive in all the way down the low line on the low post, but he couldn't get it to go. Ball tipped. It comes down the hands of Watson. Sabaugh got his own rebound but couldn't score. 2-0 Owensville on the perimeter. Three-pointer up and missing. That shot was Chase Crosby. The Tigers bring it down with Pryor. Gets it off to Brody Ray, who's in the offensive zone. Goes to Sabaugh down the high post. Down low intended for Pryor. Tipped out of bounds by Owensville. I believe that was Watson that knocked that out of bounds. Salem will have it on the baseline. 6:04 to go in this first quarter. 2-0. Dutchman trying to get that pass in. Stolen away by Owensville. That is their second steal, second Tiger turnover. With the ball right now, Watson beyond three. Right wing in front of the Tiger bench. Goes left side to Crosby. Right now to Gates beyond three. Back across it goes to Watson. Watson trying to dribble in. That ball stolen away by the Salem Tigers. And back they come the other way. 2-0 our score. Lincoln takes his shot, partially blocked. It's down in the hands of Eli Graham. Back the other way quickly. Gates on the perimeter. Stops, kicks it back to Glazer. They go in the corner. Here's Watson trying to drive in. Stops as Pryor cut him off. Ball hit Lincoln Thomas right in the face. And the Tigers get that ball. Comes back to Safaw. Gives it off to Thomas. Each team with 2 steals and 2 turnovers. Here's Gaps with it. 5:10 to go. First quarter. Gaps trying to drive in. Kicks it back to Ray. Tight defense by Owensville. Ray driving in. Trying to get the shot off. And a foul's going to be called underneath the basket. I believe on Eli Graham. And that is who the foul is charged to. It is not a shooting foul with 5:02 to go in this, the first quarter. Graham checks out. And now officials' timeout is Thomas got hit in the mouth and maybe a little bit of blood around that nose. Coming in the game, Brandon Graham for Eli. So they're doctoring up Thomas. Thomas was looking for his person in the guard. He turned around and the ball was passed right to his nose, and it caught him good. Salem took over possession of that ball after the pop. But a little bit of blood did come out. It looks like Cade Moody may have to come in for a few minutes because play was stopped due to an injury. So Moody in for Lincoln Thomas. Salem inbounds it to Pryor. Pryor guarded there by Gates. Goes in the corner. The three is no good by Gaps. Taken down by Watson. Watson the other way, getting it off to Crosby. Crosby back in the middle of Glazer. Back to Crosby left wing. Crosby, right side pass to Watson. Goes inside, trying to get that shot up. And off was Gates. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line. Zane Gates to go to the line. The foul is called on Luke Pryor. 4:41 to go. Free throws coming your way. And this first one is good. After the shooter's bounce, hit Gates. We play 3 minutes and 19 seconds, and only free throws have dented the twine yet. Gates with his next free throw. This one is no good, brought down by Pryor. With the ball right now, the Salem Tigers. Ray trying to drive in, goes to Pryor. Pryor circles to the paint, stops. 9-footer, it rimmed out, no good. And Gates brings down yet another rebound. 4:20 to go with that ball. Glazer between the circles. Gates back to Glazer, right wing. Glazer goes down in the corner. Go back out on top to Lowe. That's for the three-pointer. It rims out, no good. Tip brought down by Pryor on the shot by Crosby. Pryor the other way to Ray. Lays it up. That's no good. And brought down and controlled by Owensville. I believe Crosby with that rebound. 3-0 Owensville. Ball goes in the corner. The three-pointer up and good from the corner by Jansen Lowe. Six nothing. Owensville on top. 3:35 to go. Gaps trying to get away from Gates. Down low to Staples. Takes it to the hole and will not go, but he draws a foul, and he'll shoot two. Salem has had opportunities, just can't get the 2 3-footers to go. Staples will go to the line to shoot. Foul was called on Graham. Staples will shoot 2 for Salem. Jansen Lowe will open in that corner right in front of the Salem bench. Now Staples' free throws perfect. He has another one coming. Salem now on the board, and this free throw is no good. Comes out hard to Graham. And Graham throws it across the low, but it goes off his chest out of bounds. That turnover gives the ball back to Salem Tigers in front of the Owensville bench. Inbound to Cade Moody. 3:25 to go. First quarter, 6-1 Owensville. Moody trying to drive down. Good man-to-man defense by Owensville here early on. Pass goes outside. Here's Gaps with it. Gaps trying to get it to Pryor. Does. Ball tied up and thrown away. Right now it's been all Owensville on those tight end passes. They've been taking the ball away from Salem. Here's Loeb going back on top to to Gates. Now in the corner, there's Graham. Brandon Graham getting it to Gates. They go on top. Another three. That one's too short. Tip and brought down and controlled by Crosby. Out on top, Owensville still has it. With that ball, Glazer trying to get inside. Does. Spinning, turning. Trying to get a shot up as Crosby, but he could not. He kicks it back to Glazer. On top, Gates. Gates to Glazer, left wing. Waiting for there. Graham gets it back. Now inside the Gates. Turns, spins. Double teamed outside the low for the three, and it's no good. But again, brought down by Owensville. Going baseline. The Gates off the glass. But in. Salem never could get that ball away from Owensville. They spent over a minute in the offensive zone, and Coach Patterson wants a timeout. With the score, the Owensville Dutchman 8, Salem Tigers 1. Back in 30 seconds. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
I'd like to thank the great sponsors making it possible for us to bring you Tiger basketball. New Life Auto at 583 Highway 68 in Salem, 573-453-2757. They can put new life into your auto. And that timeout was brought to us as a courtesy of Jonah Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent, 729-5165. First quarter action, 8-1. It is Owensville on top. The handoff to Gaps. Gaps in the middle of the floor. Stops, puts it down low to Stevens. Going back to Moody. Inside the safe ball in that high post. Back to Thomas. Thomas stops, trying to get that shot off. Can't. Goes back to Gaps. Gaps going baseline to the hole. Stops, puts it up, and he walks to the ball. Gaps got too far underneath the basket. Had to try and shift his feet to get back. Couldn't do so. Gets the turnover as Loeb has it. Jansen Loeb going down to Graham. Getting it in the offensive zone is Crosby. Going back to Graham. Here's Glazer with it. To Crosby, back to Glazer between the circles. Top of the key. Goes in that corner. Waiting for it there was Loeb. Goes down low. Trying to get the shot off was Gates. Could not do it. Back to Glazer inside the Loeb. The jumper. It's good. Jansen Loeb has 5 of the 10. Owensville points. It's 10-1 with a minute 15 to go. Salem Tigers student section ready to erupt. They've had nothing to cheer for yet. Here's Gaps inside the Sapaw. Sapaw trying to get it to the hole. And a foul called on Owensville. I believe that will be on Zayden Gates. And it is. Second team foul. Each team with 2 fouls in this first quarter. I'm sorry, 3 team fouls now, the Dutchman. Gaps trying to get it in. Does open it. Thomas for the 3. It rimmed out. No good. And Watson brings down the rebound. Quickly the other way, Glazier. Under a minute to go. Glazier back to Watson. Kicks it down low to Gates. Gates trying to feed it inside. Stolen away by the Salem Tigers. Nice paw there by Caden Moody. Deflected that ball away. Moody driving to his right. Hands it off to Thomas. On top, Staypaw. Staypaw starts his drive inside to the hole. Lays it up and in. Nice strong drive by Staypaw. 10-3 our score. With 30 seconds to go first quarter. With the ball is Graham out near center court. He gets the Gates still on the wrong side of the timeline. Finally get across. Glazier has it. Kicks it outside. And a travel call on Glazier. 19.2 seconds left. Salem down by 7 here in this first quarter as they have finally got on track with their first field goal. Here's Gaps. Just crossing a timeline with 16 seconds to go. Yeah, trying to drive in. Back to Thomas. On top, Stevens to Moody. Moody going back to Stevens. Taken there by Gaps. 5 seconds left. Gaps. 2 seconds. Takes a long 3. Off the rim. No good. And we have played 1 quarter here at Owensville. It's the Salem Tigers trailing Owensville 10-3. We'll come back in a minute. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Have you checked out the Country Mart website at www.tcmarkets.com? If not, you really need to. You'll find their weekly specials, coupons, inside the store information, and also tasty recipes from TC Markets on there as well. Plus, don't forget to like Country Mart's Facebook page. Like or comment on it for a chance to win something from the deli, and the winner will be announced on Wednesday each week. Just another reason to shop at Country Mart in Salem. In a world where everything is digital, your payments should be too. Time is precious. Digital payments provide a quick and simple way to make secure purchases. The Bank of Salem recognizes the need for digital payment convenience and is excited for you to enjoy a new way to pay. We now support Apple Pay, Google Pay, Fitbit, Garmin, and MasterPass. To enroll, call or stop by either Bank of Salem location today and let us help make your shopping experience easier. Message and data rates may apply. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
And we welcome you back to Owensville Gymnasium. Big thank you goes out to our sponsors like Salem License Office for bringing you Tiger basketball. 573-729-8305. Remember, May 7th, the Real ID goes into effect. Call them to make sure you can get the right information to get their Real ID. At 1104 South Main, Salem License Office, proud to support your Tigers. Here's Glazer for Owensville. They inbound the ball with a 7-point lead. Glazer at the top of the key, left side. It goes to Watson. All the way across the floor, waiting for it there. It is Kelsey. Underneath it goes. Trying to get that shot up, and missing it is Graham, but he gets his own rebound and banks it home. Graham missed the first one, got his second one, and then he draws the foul, and he'll shoot an extra shot. Foul called on Fryer. That'll be his second. Graham got open underneath, banked it in after he got his own rebound. And Owensville 4 of 5 from the stripe right now, and they lead it by 10 again. 7:33 to go, just underway here in the second quarter. As Gaps gets up to the timeline, takes it down all the way down. Had that ball go off him. Nope, they're going to say it went off of Graham at the baseline. We couldn't see down there amongst all the trees, so we had to leave that up to the official. The inbound comes out to Sapar, handing it off to Thomas. Thomas back down trying to get the Sapar, stolen away. Back comes Owensville. Goes in the corner, waiting for it there is Crosby. It's shot up and good from the baseline with a jumper. 5 turnovers for each team, but that one turns into points for Owensville. They've scored on 3 of the 5 Salem turnovers. Here's Moody. Kicks it outside to Dannon Berry, who's in the game. Dannon kicks it outside to Cade Moody. 15-3 our score. Moody all the way down underneath the gaps. Back to Moody, open for the 3. Takes it and scores. Cade Moody, your second quarter shooter, has another 3. That pass up the middle to the floor, goes to Crosby, who hands it off. Down quickly, down to Graham. Graham giving it back to Watson. Out on top. There's Crosby, goes inside the gate. Out to Glazer for the 3. It's short. Comes down in the hands of Stapal. 15-6 our score. Gaps the other way. Gaps on near center court. Man-to-man coverage by Owensville. Gaps left side pass to Moody. Moody guarded by Watson. Gives it back to Berry. Right side pass. Gaps beyond 3. Now out to Thomas between the circles near center court. Lincoln, who got popped in the mouth, has a little bit of gauze coming out of the nostril. The safe off to the hole, lays it up and in. All set on the support. Finally trickled in. Salem down by 7 with 5:45 to go in the second quarter. Pass was right down the middle. Getting it there is Glazer. Glazer trying to dance his way in. Trying to scoop it up. That ball goes nowhere. Kept alive by Sapal as he partially blocked that shot. He's in there with Berry, Gaps, Moody, and Thomas. Here's Gaps trying to get a pick. Fires the left side to Moody. Out on top, Sapal. Sapal starts his drive in. To the left, to the right. Baby hook. Backhand baby hook. That's a heck of a shot. But down low, a little backhand, kind of like a little flip hook. 15-10 our score. Ball taken by Watson, who is tipped by the Tiger player Thomas. Now with it is Glazer. Glazer giving it to Watson. 15-10 our score. Inside pass goes down to Gates, and Gates will be bumped by Stapal, but he doesn't stop the shot. Gates scores. And Stapal gets the foul. If you're going to get a foul, stop the shot. He did not do so. And now Gates can add to it. Gavin tried to hold back in his jump. He just bumped bodies with him. But, again, if you're going to foul, you're going to get that foul charged. make it count. That one, kind of like an after the fact. Gates' free throw is no good. The save ball brings that one down. Save ball with 4 rebounds in this game. Salem down by 7 again. Save ball has it. Trying to drive in. Kicks it back on top to Brody Ray. From the high post, that jumper will not go. It's tipped or brought under control by Crosby. Gives it off to Watson. Driving down the paint. Watson kicks it down low. They go in the corner to Glazer. Glazer giving it back to Graham. Out top of 3 is too short. Comes down into Dan Berry's hand. Taken there by Crosby. Berry been out with an ankle injury in this game. Here's Thomas, top of the key. Stops, waits, takes the three-pointer. It's good. He waited for the Owensville player to fly by. Did so. We have a 4-point ball game with 4:04 to go. Pass over to Graham. Inside the offensive zone. Glazer has it. Goes left side to Watson. It goes down in the corner. Waiting for it. There's Gates on the baseline. Kicks it back out to Watson. Now back to Glazer. Back to Watson. On the left wing, he has Crosby. Crosby baseline jumper is good. He's got 6. The Tigers trail by 6 from the Dutchman, 19-13, with 3:30 to go in the first half. Yeah, right side pass to Ray. Ray back to Dan and Barry, right at the top of the key. Barry with the three-pointer, trying to bank it in. It did not go. And it's brought down by Crosby. They left him all alone, but he missed the shot. Now the other way, Glazer. Glazer inside the gates, down low, short bank is good by Crosby. Good passing there by Owensville to find Crosby on that low block. He is wide open, and Coach Patterson calls a timeout. With 3:04 to go in the first half, Owensville with an 8-point lead, 21-13. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. That timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance Agent Jonas Schaefer, 729-5165. Back in 30 seconds. Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
This month's specials at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem. You'll find Rain-X 2-in-1 glass cleaner with rain repellent for $6.49 for the 23-ounce size. Freol deep penetrating oil for $9.99 for the 11-ounce size. And Turbo Towels heavy duty cleaning wipes, the 90 count, priced at $14.99. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
And I'd like to thank our great sponsor, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center, for bringing you Tiger basketball. Dr. Ashley Cunningham. She's a vet. She can take care of your livestock and your also pets. Here's Brody Ray taking it down. That ball still floating out of bounds. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center, 573-729-4031, 900 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. Proud to support your Salem Tigers. Braden Gaps trying to get it in. The ball goes off Owensville's Crosby's fingers, and it just trickles out of bounds. Helen Van Leer, Missouri player, coaching the Dutchman now. Play at Pacific many moons ago in high school. Safeall has it, trying to get to the paint, to the hole. Bounce pass to Stevens underneath the basket. Has that shot blocked by Graham, but Stevens draws the foul. Brandon Graham, his second foul. And Stevens will go to the line. Salem right now, 1 of 2 from the strike. Stevenson. Next one is no good and brought down by Gates. Big pass down the floor from Owensville. They get it back to Gates. Now across to Glazer. Glazer goes in the corner to Crosby. Back to Glazer. Out on top. It goes to Loeb. He's back in the game. Short jumper up and good by Crosby. He's on fire right now. He's got 10. And the lead back to 9 for Owensville. Ray, with 2:18 to go. Top of the key. Handing off to Moody. Moody stops. Goes back to Sapal. And Sapal is trying to drive in, and he is fouled. Foul's going to be on Zayden Gates, his second. They will inbound it. Each team with 2 fouls here in this second quarter. 9-point Owensville lead. Gaff fires it out high, getting it there. Sapal. Sapal had that ball stripped away, though, by Glazer. Get it down in the corner. Here's Loeb trying to get inside. The foul's going to be called on Sapal. He's trying to reach around Graham. That'll be his second. Oh, I'm sorry. It is his second. Not a shooting foul. Inbounds from the baseline by Owensville. They're in the white uniforms with the orange numbers and the black trim. Salem in their navy blue uniforms with the Carolina blue numbers in the trim. Out it goes across to Watson for the 3. It's off the iron and brought down by Gapch. Salem closed it to within 4, but the Owensville Dutchmen have gone on a 5-0 run. Here comes Gapch trying to drive in off the glass. No good. A charge is called on Braden Gapch going over top of Glazer. 1:43 to go in the half. 23-14. Thomas will come in for Brody Ray. They have not gotten untracked in this game yet. They went on a little bit of a run there in that second quarter, but have not been able to continue it. Being out-rebounded badly in this one by Owensville. With the ball right now, it is Watson into the offensive zone. 3-point shot taken, missed by Crosby. He hasn't missed too many. Brought down by Thomas. Here we get off to Moody. Moody trying to get a pick, tries by one man, stops, goes inside the safe off the glass. There it goes. Nice job by Moody to get that bounce pass into safe off. They're down by 7, 1:12 to go in the half. Watson has it over the timeline to Glazer. Glazer back to Watson. Goes left wing. The gates down to Graham, and Graham goes right over top of safe off. No call, and he lays it in. Under a minute to go in the first half. 25-16 the score. Gaff, double team, goes right side to Moody. Inside it goes to Safaw. Gets it back, lays it in. Safaw now at 11. The Tigers are still down by 7 with 38 seconds to go in the half. Here's Loeb. Going back to Watson. Left side pass to Graham. Back to Watson. To the timeline, he puts it down low. Getting it there is Crosby. Going back to Watson. 26 seconds to go in the half. Giving it to Glazer out near center court. Inside to Graham. Back to Watson. As it was tipped over there by Glazer. We're in 13 seconds as Watson hangs on to it. Now getting it to Glazer out near center court. Right at the windmill here in Owensville. Left side pass to Crosby. Goes in the corner. Getting there Glazer for the 3. It's off the rim. No good. And Gapch has it. His shot from half court is just wide. Nice job by Glazer. I'm not sure that would have counted anyway. But it's still a fairly close game as Owensville and Salem each score 15 points in that second quarter. And so we have no difference in the game. 18 for the Salem Tigers and 25 for the Dutchmen. Still a 7-point deficit for the Salem Tigers, or 7-point lead for Owensville. We are at halftime here at the Owensville Gymnasium on this Class 4 District 3 championship game between the Tigers and the Dutchmen. We hope you're enjoying the contest here at KSMO Media, and we're streaming it on Misha.tv and also audio streaming at KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, KSMO YouTube, and also on 95.7 FM at 1340 AM. We're going to take a 3-minute break and come back with stats in the first half. Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Are you wanting to know what's going on in Salem? It's easy. All you need to do is subscribe to the City of Salem's Text Blast service. First, you need the text and number 855-435-4811. Then text the word CITY for all pertinent alerts and announcements for the city. For alerts concerning utilities, text the word utility. And if you're wanting to know about parks and recreation, just text the word parks. The City of Salem Text Blast service, 855-435-4811. Subscribe today.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Welcome back to the Owensville High School Gymnasium. We want to thank all our great sponsors that bring you Tiger basketball, and that includes On the Spot Auto Glass. We can give them a call, 573-247-3608, or check them out on Facebook, where they do exactly what they say in their name. They change out your auto glass on the spot. On the Spot Auto Glass in Salem at Jet Tire and Auto, 800 South Park Avenue, and you need tires, off-road accessories, or even maybe some shocks. Yeah, I need those, or maybe some other work done on your vehicle, including inspections. Jet Tire and Auto can do it. 573-729-3650, or go online at jettiresandauto.com. And we also want to thank our friends at Mo's Cleaning Service. That's Melissa Callahan. She has done an incredible job and can do one for you, too, whether it be residential or commercial. It makes no difference. Melissa Callahan, call Mo and get Mo for your money. 573-201-0430. Proud to support your Salem Tigers. Well, it was a great start for the Owensville Dutchmen. They got to a 10-1 lead and had a 10-point lead at one time in this game. And right now have a 7-point lead, which is what they had at the end of one quarter of play. Now it's 25-18, but still a 7-point lead. Tigers are being led by Gavin Sapal with 11 points. He has 4 rebounds, 3 points each for Caden Moody and Lincoln Thomas. Also 1 point there for Roy Stevens on the free throw. So the Tigers 2 of 4 from the stripe, actually. And Roy Stevens' point in there gives them their total of 18 on the evening. For Owensville, just 4 scores in the game. 10 points for Chase Crosby. Zane Gates with 5. Jansen Loeb with 5. And Eli Graham with 5. They are 4 of 6 in the free throw line. 13 rebounds for Owensville. They're being led in rebounding by Crosby and Gates, each with 4. 3 for Brady Watson and 1 for Eli Graham and 1 for Brandon Graham. Tigers are getting 3 rebounds from Luke Pryor. As I mentioned, Sapal with 4. Gaps has 2, and Dan and Barry has 1. Salem with 11 total rebounds, and right now it looks like that Owensville has 13. far as steals and turnovers, Owensville has 5 of each. Salem Tigers have 6 turnovers and 3 steals from Owensville. So where we stand right now, 25-18, Owensville with the lead. And we do want to thank, again, our great sponsors, Legends Auto, 500 West City Girls Boulevard in Salem. They can get your vehicle ready for spring or that Easter vacation. 573-729-2884. Legends Auto at 3272 at MacArthur in Salem. And also don't forget about Technology Junkyard. Chris and his gang down there do a tremendous job of renovating or repurposing or recycling or repairing TVs, computers, and other electronics. Call Chris, 573-453-0418, open 10 to 6, Monday through Friday, Technology Junkyard in Salem. I want to remind everybody, Show Me Showdown 2025 is on now. State's in the grips of basketball fever, the Michigan Basketball Championships, just like this one. This year's Class 4, 5, and 6 boys and girls championships will be decided March 19th to the 22nd at Mizzou Arena on the University of Missouri campus in Columbia. For game information, log on to misha.org. For those on the radio side, we have Blues hockey after this. We'll take on Anaheim. 8:30 pregame show, 9 o'clock game time. And then tomorrow, we have Missouri basketball, Kentucky at 10:30. The Cards will follow on delayed basis against Washington. That'll get about underway at 1:55. And then the Blues and the LA Kings will play again at 6:30. That'll be tomorrow night. All that coming up on KSMO Media. We need to take a 2-minute break and come back with the second half. 25-18, Owensville back in 2 minutes. Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. Call 729-5761. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Life is a series of moments. Big moments, small moments, moments you want to bottle up so they can last forever. At Edward Jones, we want to make the most of all of them. Whether you're planning for a trip of a lifetime, retirement, or just need some everyday advice along the way. That's why an Edward Jones financial advisor like me works with you to build strategies for today and tomorrow. Life is for living. Let's partner through all of it. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Leah Nash. Call me or Joe Brand at Edward Jones, 573-729-3831. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Is your back continually giving you pain? Do you constantly have headaches? Do you have numbness or tingling in your arms, hands, legs, or feet? These are symptoms, and they're a warning sign from your body. And if you'd like to know why they're occurring, Dr. Amber Duncan of Duncan Chiropractic can help. Her mission is to find the cause of the problem and correct it. Give Dr. Amber Duncan a call at 729-2321 or stop by 401 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Insurance with a local agent? It's called service. Call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
And I want to thank United Country Salem Realty for sponsoring our halftime stats show right here on KSMO. Remember, if you're looking for property in the Salem area or in the surrounding areas, including other states, get in touch with them at 573-729-3148 or drop by 605 South Main. That was your broker owner. Halftime stats brought to you by United Country Salem Realty. Tigers have the ball in the inbound, down by 7. Brody Ray giving it back to Gavin Sapaw. Outstanding defense by Owensville in that first half. Sapaw looks to try and drive in. Can't goes back to Ray, who will reset for Salem. It's underway here, third quarter. Ray trying to drive in. Baseline to Thompson, but he can't get it to go. Ball tipped and controlled by Owensville. Thomas came up a little shy with that flip. And here comes Owensville the other way. With it is Glazer. Goes to Watson. Watson looking in the corner instead, trying to fire down low. Does to Gates. Gates underneath the basket, turns, spins, ball loose on the floor. Tied up, and the Salem Tigers will get the steal. Back they come the other way. Here's Gaps with it. Gaps trying to drive in. Goes back to Thomas. Jump shot up and off the iron. No good by Thomas and brought down by Gates. The other way, here comes Owensville. They go in the corner. Wait for it. There's Gates. Gates over to Watson, right at the top of the key. Right side pass to Graham. Graham back to Watson, left side to Gates. Wide open for the three. Didn't take it. Back to Watson. Back in the corner. Glazer for the three. It's wide and too hard. And comes down the hands of Sapaw. That ball was in front of the basket and over it. Here comes Ray the other way. Brody Ray, a nice move. Comes in, but he's going to get called for a charge. He is out of control. He ran over the man, and Ray will get the foul, his second. A little moisture on the floor from the perspiration. Will get cleaned up. Well, thank New Life Auto, 583 Highway 68 Salem, being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Put New Life into your auto. Get in touch with them at 573-453-2757. Watson will inbound it. 6:31 to go in the third quarter. Still a 7-point Owensville lead. Watson flips the left side to Graham. Graham goes down corner to Crosby. Crosby the paint. Backs it off the iron. No good. Tied up by Luke Pryor and Gates. Possession arrow will favor Owensville. Glazer will try and get it in. Glazer looking out high. He almost runs out of time. The ball tipped by Thomas. He's trying to get to it. Instead, going back is Crosby. Crosby has a left side pass to Watson. Now on top, Glazer. Going to Gates. Gates on the right wing, back to Glazer. Owensville out way beyond the three-point line. Keeping that ball on the perimeter. Now over to Gates. Goes to Glazer in the corner. Out on top to Watson. Giving it off there to Crosby. Crosby to Glazer in the corner. Back to Crosby beyond the three-point line to Watson for the three. It's too hard. Brought down by Pryor. Tigers still down by 7. No change in the score since we started 2.5 minutes ago. Pass to Ray. Brody Ray on top to Gaps. Gaps stops, backs up, goes to Sapaw. Sapaw the paint, turns off the bank. And in. At that low post, he banks it home. 25-20, Owensville on top. Pass right side. There's Gates with it. Gates all the way down low to Graham. Graham shot blocked there by Sapaw. Comes back out to Glazer. Glazer to Watson. Bounce pass goes in the corner to Crosby. Crosby flipping it back out to Watson. They go around the circle again on the perimeter. Inside it goes to Gates for the jumper. It's good. Sorry, to Crosby for the jumper. Excuse me. And he hits it. Still a 7-point game. Salem needs a run here of some kind. Here's Pryor with it right at the free throw line. Pryor trying to dance in off the glass. It will not go. Sapaw, the rebound, is fouled, and he'll shoot 2. Salem needs to hit all the free throws tonight. They have struggled from the free throw line. Sapaw will shoot 2. He's right around 50%, actually a little bit less, and this one is no good. He has another one coming. That one is good. 27-61. Pass left side goes to Brandon Graham, who just checked in. Now across it goes to Gates. Getting it back to Watson. Pass to Graham. Back to Watson. Right side pass to Glazer. Now back near center court to Watson, who flip it down in the corner. Trying to get that ball down to Brandon Graham on the baseline. Ball kicked out of bounds. Went off the leg of Sapaw. One of the two. Glazer to inbound it. 4:16 to go. Third quarter here from Owensville. Glad to have you aboard on this Class 4 District 3 championship game. Here's Glazer. Glazer flipping it out to Watson. Bounce pass to Gates in the corner. Gates back to Watson to Glazer. Again, outside that three-point perimeter. Watson thought about the shot, didn't take it. Goes back to Gates in that right corner. And you time off the clock, and they have a 6-point lead to Owensville. Now getting it back to Gates. Gates guarded by Pryor. Goes on top Watson. Still beyond 3. Getting it down in the corner to Brandon Graham. Graham tied up, and the ball stolen away from him by Gaps. Gaps with a steal for the Salem Tigers. Now on top of State Ball. Thought about the 3, didn't take it. Coming in, trying to get the shot off, and he'll be fouled. Foul's going to be on Brandon Graham, his third. State Ball will shoot 2 again. Free throw is good. Moody back in the game. Eli Graham back in the game. Also coming in is Jansen Lowe. Free throw by State Ball is good. He hits them both. Salem within 4 again with 3:25 to go in the third quarter. With that ball, Loeb getting into Gates. Gates tied up by Thomas. Goes back to Loeb. Loeb fires it to Gates. Gates driving right down the middle of the floor. Takes it to the hole. Missed the shot. And Moody brings down a rebound. He got too far underneath the basket. Long pass in the corner, Thomas. Thomas knocked down, trying to keep that ball going. And a timeout called by Coach Patterson after Lincoln slipped down. He's okay, but a timeout called by Coach Patterson. 3:02 to go, third quarter. 4-point lead for Owensville. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. The timeout brought to you as a courtesy of Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. Remember, if you got a new vehicle, get it properly insured. Call Jonas 729-5165, 2723 Owensville. Back after this on KSMO Media.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
3:02 to go. Owensville's got 1 field goal in this third quarter. Salem Tigers have 1 field goal, but 3 free throws. And they reduce their deficit to 4. They'll have the ball in the offensive zone as Coach Patterson burned his third timeout. Lincoln Thomas seems to be okay. But he slipped down, kept that ball bouncing, so he didn't get a travel call. And then Coach Patterson called the timeout. So from the baseline, Gaps will try and get it in. Fires it out to Pryor. Lou Pryor will hit a 3. Now the Gaps, a quick 3-pointer. It's good. Gaps hits the 3. Salem within a point. With the ball at Gates. Fires it back to Loeb. Loeb right side pass to Graham. Graham bounce pass on top to Glazer right at the windmill here at Owensville. That's at center court. He goes left side to Loeb. Jansen Loeb hanging on to it. Gets away from Gaps. Loeb on top, Glazer. Glazer going over to Crosby. Back to Gates on the right side. Down low, it goes underneath to Graham, who kicks it out for the 3-pointer, and it's good for Jansen Loeb. Back to a 4-point Owensville lead. 2:10 to go in this, the third quarter. Here's Moody trying to get a pick, and a foul called on the floor, I think against Crosby. So Crosby will get the foul. 3 team fouls now for Owensville in this third quarter. The pass comes into Safar. Safar starts his drive in, stops, lost the ball on the floor, trying to kick it out, and goes to Thomas, now to Pryor. On top, Gaps for the 3-pointer. It's off the iron. No good. Brought down by Crosby. 1:45 to go. Third quarter. Glazer off to Loeb, who just hit that 3. In the corner, Glazer. Glazer back to Loeb. Right side pass. Getting it there is Crosby. Goes in the corner to Gates. Gates to Loeb. Back to Gates. They play catch again beyond the three-point arc. Now to Crosby. Going to get to Glazer. 1:25 to go. Third quarter. 30-26. That pass stolen away by the Salem Tigers. Here comes Gaps all the way down. He lays it in. Nice delay by Gaps after the steal. And here's Gateswood. It looked like he stepped out of bounds, but no call. Coach Patterson pointing down. 30-28 our score with a minute to go in this third quarter. Loeb inside. They kick it outside to Gates with a three-pointer. Off the iron, no good. And Sapaw has it. 30-28, Owensville. 50 seconds to go. We are in the third quarter. Here's Gaps trying to drive. Can't. It stops. It goes to corner to Moody. Moody on that perimeter. Inside it goes to Pryor. Pryor trying to take it to the hole. Spins, turns, and he walks with the ball. Trying to do too much. Luke went to the left, went back to the right, shifted his feet, and he turned the ball over. Inbound, let's say a little bit of full court pressure or front court pressure. Here's Gates with it, trying to get away from Thomas. Fires it across to Graham. Graham down, stops, kicks it back out on top. Loeb kicks in. Out on top to Crosby for the three. No good. Pryor has that rebound. Pryor has not scored a point yet in this game. Goes to Moody. 15 seconds to go in this, the third quarter. 30-28 Owensville. Thomas trying to get a pick. Stops. Goes down to the corner to Moody for the three-pointer. It's offline and no good. And bounced off of Crosby as Thomas tipped it off him. What a great play. Lincoln Thomas just reached around and banked that off Crosby at 2.3 seconds left. So Salem may get a shot here before the buzzer. Gaps out to Moody. Moody, 1 second left, trying to get the shot off, and he is fouled. And he'll go to the line and shoot 3 free throws. The foul called on Kevin Glazer. And with no time on the clock, Moody hits the first free throw. He hits the second. We are tied. And he has one more. Salem's got the lead. He gets all three. And we played 3 quarters. Salem Tigers lead it by 1 point, 31-30. We'll come back in a minute. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Progressive Ozark Bank's debit card is now ready for your smartwatch or phone. It's compatible with Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay. Just upload it to your mobile wallet and go. No more fumbling to find your card when you're in a hurry. Just tap and pay. Simple, easy, and secure. That's the progress of local banking. Progressive Ozark Bank. FDIC insured. Where people matter.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
Salem outscores Owensville 13-5 in that third quarter, and they have a 1 point lead. 31-30. Well, it's a loud, raucous crowd here at Owensville. A lot of students from both schools. Salem will inbound the ball with a 1 point lead as Moody has it. This is for the Class 4 District 3 championships. Thomas stops, wants to shoot, can't, gets it down to Pryor. Pryor can't get it off, goes back to Thomas. Lincoln Thomas out in their center court. Stops, wants to go inside, can't, goes instead, trying to get it to Thomas, or trying to get it to Pryor, ends up going to Gaps. Gaps gets a bit of a pick, takes it to the hole, flips it up, it's too short, and taken down by Owensville's Watson quickly down the other way. Spin move by Crosby across the gate. He lays it in. (32-31) Owensville. This one has all the makings of going into OT. Gaps has it. Gaps handing it off to Moody. Moody gets away from Watson, back to Gaps. Down low to Pryor. Pryor's 10-footer, short. Comes down in the hands of Graham. And then travel call on Graham. We get the ball back to the Salem Tigers. They fall down. And Salem will have the ball underneath the basket. 6:52 to go in the fourth quarter. In regulation. The inbound comes to Sapaw. Sapaw trying to get away from Gates. Takes it to the paint to the hole. Ball knocked out of his hand, but a foul called on Owensville's Glazier, I believe. Yep. Keegan Glazier with his second foul. Brandon Graham, the only one with 3 fouls in this game. Here's Sapaw with it. Sapaw, little shot, baby hook is blocked by Gates. Comes down to Watson. Owensville up by a point. Right side pass. With the ball right now, it's Glazier to Watson. Down low it goes to Crosby. Crosby back to Watson. Owensville has kept the ball on the perimeter most of the night. Inside the gate, kicks it down low, laying it up and in. It's Graham. 3-point. Owensville leads. 6:10 to go. Here's Gaps. Stops, takes a long three. It's partially blocked. Gave a little too much time on that one. Watson got his fingers on it. And Owensville back the other way with 5:55 to go. Salem had a 1-point lead to start this fourth quarter, but Owensville has gone on a 4-0 run. They lead it by 3 with 5:45 remaining in regulation. With the ball, Watson goes inside to Graham. Graham kicks it back outside to Watson, trying to drive in. Now back down low, and a 3-second violation called on Owensville. On Graham. He was in that paint too long. Salem has the ball back. A lot of time left to go. 34-31, Dutchman. Cade Moody. Bounce passed over to Gaps. Gaps trying to get the pick. Goes inside to Pryor. Pryor had the ball stolen away from him. First steal by Owensville in this fourth quarter, actually in the second half. So they have it back. Pryor trying to cross over. But that ball knocked away. Good defensive play by Owensville. Pass goes in the corner. Gates inside to Crosby. It's good. 6-0 run by Owensville. 4:55 to go. Salem's had a turnover and 2 block shots in their last 3 attempts. Here's Moody on top Pryor. That ball almost stolen away by Watson. Pryor's trying to force that in. They'll inbound it from out near center court here at Owensville. Brandon Graham checks in for Eli. 36-31. 6-0 run by Owensville in this fourth quarter. Inside the state ball. Trying to back in. Scoops it up and it misses everything. Comes down in the hands of Gates and a foul called on Thomas. Salem with full court pressure, down by 5. Pass comes in. Glazier tied up. Glazier gets away from that pressure, gets it down to Gates. Gates pulls it outside to Watson. He just walked with it. And they say, no, he was juggling it. And now a charge called on Brandon Graham as he knocked down Sapaw, and that'll be his 4th foul. .420 remaining in regulation. Salem down by 5, a 2-possession game. Moody for the Salem Tigers. That timeline. Moves to his left, handing it off to Gaps. Gaps trying to get a bit of a pick. Glazier all over him. Gaps taking it down to the hole, and a blocking foul called on Owensville. And that'll be on Glazier, and that'll be his 3rd. Gaps to inbound it. Getting it in to Thomas. Lincoln on top to Cade Moody. Down halfway through this fourth quarter, 36-31. Owensville pass inside, goes outside to Thomas for the three. It pinballs out, no good. Brought down and controlled by who? Ball still loose on the floor. Finally taken by Watson. That ball is in and out of the cylinder on a shot by Thomas. Watson has it. 3:40 to go. In the corner, Crosby. Crosby going to Gates on the perimeter. Back on top. Watson drives in, lays it up, and in. His first basket of the night makes it a 7-point lead. 3:27 to go. Salem's had one lead in this game, and it was on the 3 free throws by Cade Moody. And now Coach Patterson will have to burn a timeout. 38-31. Owensville on top. 3:21 remains. Fourth quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. A timeout brought to you by Jonah Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent, and Crossroads Shopping Center. Back with more basketball. Class 4 District 3 Championship basketball after this 30-second break.
It's officially home buying season and the market is heating up. Buying a home is a huge decision and where to get your home loan is just as important. Don't buy your home without checking into Riverways Federal Credit Union's great rates and service. Riverways is not for profit and has more ways to say yes, and you can apply in less than 5 minutes. Need a pre-approval to help seal the deal? We've got you covered. Get started at Riverways FCU today. Riverways Federal Credit Union, located in Rolla, Salem, and Cuba.
Well, I'd like to thank our great sponsors. Discount Bins at 1201 City Girls Boulevard East for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. See them on Friday through Wednesday, and then they restock on Thursday for exceptional values. Discount Bins on 1201 City Girls Boulevard East, 573-543-2113. Salem trying to win their first district championship since 2005. Owensville, their first since 1996. So one of these teams will be hosting that sectional game Monday. Still with 3:21 to go. Salem with the ball down by 7. They need to score here. They have not scored here in the fourth quarter yet. Thomas has it. Thomas driving down. Goes back to Safal. Safal lost the ball and stolen away by Owensville. Well, the Tigers here in the fourth quarter have struggled with the ball. And driving across is Glazier, and that timeout called by Coach Cullen Van Leer. 2:57 to go. 38-31 Owensville. Let's take a 30-second break and come back. That break brought to you by Jonah Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent, at 729-5165. Back in 30 seconds. Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Power Tour Tool Days is going on right now. K&H Auto Supply in Salem. We get a 2-pack go-through screwdriver set for $7.99, an 11-piece wrench set for $29.99, and a 3-in-1 ratchet for $28.99. Stop by K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store during Power Tour Tool Days.
Parts City, yeah, Parts City, Parts City.
And don't forget the Hotspot Tanning and Tucks is a proud support of your Salem Tigers. 1114 South Main Street, 24-hour tanning available. Give them a call, 573-729-8699, not only for tuxes, but for your tanning and red light therapy. A proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Cade Moody gets his first foul, second team foul on Salem, 2:54 to go. With the ball right now, trying to move up, it's Crosby. Crosby guarded by Gaps, gets it to Glazier, 2:45 left to go in the fourth quarter to Gates. Gates throwing it down low, intended for Watson, throws it away. Watson was going toward the baseline, and Gates anticipated him going to the basket, which he did not. Gaps picks it up with 2:40 to go. Driving down, Gaps kicks it outside to Moody. Going low to Luke Pryor. His short jump was good, and Luke is on the board. First Salem basket of this fourth quarter. Pass goes back to Watson, now to Gates. Back to Watson. Watson fires it across, getting it over to Graham. And Graham has that ball stolen away by Stapal, and then Graham fouls him as Stapal is going right by. And that'll be the fourth team foul on Owensville. Not a shooting foul yet, but from now on, Salem will be in the bonus. Moody going into Gaps. Gaps can't get the shot off, goes to Thomas. 2:05 to go, 38-33. Thomas bounce pass to Moody. His three-pointer, it's good! 2-point ball game. Tigers trying to trap. Here comes Crosby flipping it down. Wide open is Graham. Graham stops in the paint. Kicks it outside to Watson. Watson on the baseline. And Watson is called for carrying the ball. He wrist cupped it. And the official right on the floor there called it immediately. Trying to get around the Tiger defense. 1:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. 2-point Dutchman lead. And the Moody trying to get that pass across. Has it stolen away, and he had the foul. So Moody gets his second foul, 13th foul. That was Cade trying to sneak that one under Owensville and ends up turning the ball over with 1:39 to go. It's a one-possession, 2-point game right now. Watson to try and get in. Goes back to Glazer. Glazer guarded by Moody. Glazer over the timeline. Flips it left side to Crosby. Now to Watson. Watson on top. Gates. Gates back to Crosby. Top of the key. Trying to drive in. Goes down low. Waiting for it there. They go underneath to Graham. Graham can't get the shot off. And it's blocked by Pryor. 1:15 to go. Here's Thomas. Thomas. Beyond three, drives baseline. Thomas trying to flip it back, but the ball stolen away by Owensville. I don't know what Lincoln was trying to do. He got himself underneath the basket, then turned the ball over.
Coming into the ball game to the Dutchman, that's 4, Anderson West, and number 45, Bryson Graham. 1:06 remaining in the fourth.
Foul called on Lincoln Thomas after the turnover. So it'll be Owensville ball. 1:06 remaining in regulation. The inbound goes in the corner. With it, there's Hagler, and he bounces it off his foot out of bounds. Hagler dribbled that ball right off his foot out of bounds, and Salem will get it right back. Eli Graham back in the game. Salem will inbound it. 1:02 remains in regulation time. Game's going to go right down to the wire. Moody bounce past the gap. Cross it goes to Thomas. Intended for Luke Pryor. Luke wasn't looking, and he throws it out of bounds. Boy, some unforced errors by both teams. And Coach Van Leer calls timeout. 59 seconds remains in regulation. 38-36 Dutchman. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. That timeout called by Jonah Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent, 1104 South Main Street. Back in 30, Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Reality check number 29. Moving your checking account shouldn't feel harder than moving to another state. At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We know switching banks can be a pain, so we invented the Easy Switch Kit. If you move your account to Town & Country, we'll do all the work for you. Set up your automatic deposits and withdrawals, and even help close your old account. How easy is that? Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
Well, as I mentioned just moments ago, it'll go right down to the wire. Tigers threw the ball out of bounds. Luke Pryor not ready for that pass. Wasn't looking for it. Went right by his ear. And the Tigers will have to play defense. They lead. They trail by 2 points. Crowd on their feet. Many of them are on their feet on both sides of the floor. Salem with full court pressure. And it will be Watson trying to get it in. He does to Crosby. Then Crosby has that ball go out of bounds off the hand of Caden Moody. That took 1.8 seconds off the clock. The inbound comes to Crosby on the baseline. Crosby will be bumped there by Lincoln Thomas, and he'll go to the line to shoot free throws. Well, I'll say this. Owensville's not shot a free throw in this second half yet. But Crosby was 2 for 2 back in the first quarter. He's got 13 points on the night. 54.5 seconds left, and the free throw by Crosby is good. (39-36). He has one more. Crosby probably one of their better shooters. The next free throw is also good. Now a two-possession game.
Please refrain from popping the balloon. Those student sections, please refrain from noise makers at this time. Thank you.
So we had somebody pop a balloon after that free throw was made. So the officials asked the crowd to refrain from popping balloons. They can issue the home team a technical on that. Inbound comes to Thomas. Under 50 seconds now left to go in regulation time. Thomas stops, kicks it on top to Stapal. Stapal driving down off the glass. Missed it, brought down and controlled by Watson. Watson off the gate, 35 seconds left, and then the foul called on Glazier as Pryor had to foul him. Glazier will shoot 2 now. Keegan has not scored a point all night. Tigers trail by 4 as they gave the ball away 2 times in the last minute. Unforced errors, and Owensville reciprocated with one of their own. That free throw is no good. Again, 2-possession game, irregardless of what he does with his free throw. But it dictates 3s and 2s. This next free throw is good. Coming in Moody down to 30 seconds left to Gapsch. Gapsch fires up a long 3. It's wide to Stapal. Puts it in and draws the foul. Stapal gets that foul called, and he can bring it back to a 2-point game if he can make it. So Zayden Gates gets his 3rd foul. Stapal, who is 4 of 6 tonight from the stripe, sailed down by 3. 26.3 seconds left. That free throw is good. 2-point game, and a timeout called by Coach Van Leer. No, wait a minute. No timeout called. If the public announcement dresser said timeout, I assumed he was correct. Loeb checks in the game. 26.3 seconds left. 2-point ball game. Inbound comes in, getting it there and getting fouled is Crosby. I'm not sure if it's Moody or Gapsch. One of the two will get the foul. They're going to call it on Caden Moody. Moody a little slow.
That's the line sitting for the Dutchman, 25.
24.4 seconds left. To the line, Crosby, who has 15 points in the night. Moody got popped pretty good. He'll wipe his face off and also clean the perspiration off the floor. Before the free throws, 24.4 seconds left. 41-39, the Dutchman lead. It has not been a high-scoring fourth quarter. Dutchmen have scored in this fourth quarter 4 field goals and 3 free throws. Salem has gotten 2 field goals of 3 and 1 free throw. They trail it by 2. Salem had a 31-30 lead going into this fourth quarter, but the Dutchmen have been able to respond, and the free throw is good by Crosby. And this is the key one right here. It's still a one-possession game, but if he hits this one, it makes it 2. And Crosby's next free throw is no good. Brought down by Sapal, and a timeout called by Patterson, his last timeout. So the free throw missed, and it's a 42-39 game. 23 seconds left on the clock. The Dutchmen up by 3. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back. The timeout brought to you by Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. 1104 South Main Street in the Crossroads Shopping Center. Tiger Basketball, KSMO Media.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the Missouri way of life. We're for worrying less about the what-ifs and more about the why-nots. We're for checking off your bucket list and then making a new one. For starting a family, a business, a tradition. And if you find yourself starting over, we're here for that too. We're for building a life in Missouri and then going out and living it. And when it comes to making sure everything you've built is protected, we're for you.
I'm Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and if you're in Dent County, I've got you covered.
A hard-fought championship game here at Owensville. Again, the winner of this game will host the sectional, which will be Monday night, either in Salem or here in Owensville. Right now, the Dutchmen with a 3-point lead. 23 seconds to go in regulation time. Salem will have the ball at their own baseline after the missed free throw by Chase Crosby. There'll be a little bit of forecourt pressure for Owensville. The inbound to Moody. Moody trying to drive up the floor. He does. And it off to Thomas. Now it's Sapal. 15 seconds left. Sapal standing there. Salem needs to get at least a shot off here. Here's Gap trying to get a pick. Stops, takes the three-pointer. It's off the rim, no good. Front down, put back up by Pryor. It's good. And that's going to do it. Pryor got the rebound and put it in. But Salem needed 3. And Owensville wins the game by a final score of 42-41. The clock does not stop in high school basketball at the last minute. The shot by Gaps was short. Pryor got the rebound, banked it home. But Salem falls in the championship game to the Owensville Dutchmen by 1 point, 42-41. A very good game played by both teams. A tough way to have the game go down, but I tell you, a very exciting game tonight for the Salem Tigers, and not only just the Salem Tiger fans, but also the Owensville fans. They enjoyed this one immensely. For the Salem Tigers, their season ends with a 14-15 record, and now 14-11 for Owensville as they will move on, and they will face more than likely Clayton on Monday night here at Owensville. Well, what a game. But the Tigers fall in the district championship final by 1, 42-41. We'll take a 3-minute break, come back. Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Country Mart in Salem has a large selection of fresh and packaged meats, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables. They even have propane tanks and everything you need for a picnic, barbecue, or even just a great day on the river. It can all be found under one roof at Country Mart in Salem. And don't forget to check them out online at www.tcmarkets.com. Country Mart, Highway 3272 East in Salem. They're here to help you save.
Spring is in the air. It's time to organize your finances, and at the Bank of Salem, we are here to help. From checking and savings accounts, certificate of deposits, IRAs, loans, and even safe deposit boxes, we've got you covered. Come in and let one of our friendly employees help you get organized. The Bank of Salem, neighbors serving neighbors since 1883. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When I grow up, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a veterinarian. I want to be a fireman. I want to be a scientist. I want to be a superhero. I want to be a dancer. I want to be a drug addict.
Get to your kids before drugs do. Get the facts. For more information, call the Healthy Dane County Prevention Coalition at 573-729-8163 or visit their website, salemcommunitycenter.org.
Right now at Napa Auto Parts store in Salem, you can get Seafoam high mileage motor oil treatment for $10.59. That's for the 16-ounce size. Seafoam concentrated fuel injector cleaner for $4.49 for the 5 1/4 ounce size, and Mac products starting at $2.59 each. Stop by Napa Auto Parts store today at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard, right here in Salem.
Are you a renter that has always dreamed of owning your own home but aren't sure where to start? Town & Country Bank can help. With our local lending team, Town & Country Bank has been helping renters make their dreams come true by giving them the tools they need to own their very own home. I'm Andrew Wynn with Town & Country Bank. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank, smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
Have you checked out the Country Mart website at www.tcmarkets.com? If not, you really need to. You'll find their weekly specials, coupons, inside the store information, and also tasty recipes from TC Markets on there as well. Plus, don't forget to like Country Mart's Facebook page. Like or comment on it for a chance to win something from the deli, and the winner will be announced on Wednesday each week. Just another reason to shop at Country Mart in Salem.
Well, it was a heartbreaker for the Salem Tigers as they battled right down to the very end. Braden Gapps, their best three-point shooter, took the shot. It hit the front of the rim. Luke Byer was able to get the rebound, put it back. But Salem, after having to foul Chase Crosby, he had 1 of 2 free throws. That was the difference in the game as Owensville Dutchmen defeat the Salem Tigers 42-41 in this district championship game. And, again, it was well worth your $6 admission price. It was a very good game. Both sides had opportunities. Salem Tigers had 1 lead in the game. That at the end of the third quarter on 3 free throws by Caden Moody. But the Tigers could not extend that lead, and Owensville came back and on some pretty sloppy play really by both teams in that fourth quarter with unforced turnovers, gave each team another opportunity to maybe have a life. And finally the 9 lives for the Salem Tigers ran out after Braden Gapps missed the 3. There was no time left except to put up the rebound. They closed it to a 1-point game, and Salem falls by a final score of 42-41. It was a very defensive-oriented game. A lot of good defensive play, tight play by Owensville and Salem, but it was the Dutchman coming out on top. Salem was led by Gavin Sapal with 19 points in this one. He finished with 9 rebounds, 8 points for Caden Moody. He was followed by Braden Gapps with only 5. And Luke Byer had 4. He didn't even score until the fourth quarter. Lincoln Thomas was limited to 3 points. Roy Stevens had 1. And the Tigers were led in rebounding by Gapps with Sapal with 9. 6 for Pryor, 2 for Gapps and also Thomas, and 1 for Caden Moody in the game for the Salem Tigers. Tigers were 8 of 12 in the free throw line. As I know on the stat sheet it says wrong, but I missed one. 8 of 12, and also they had 18 rebounds total in the game, and Sapal had half of those. For Owensville, it was Chase Crosby. He had 17 points to lead the way. Jansen Loeb, he had a couple of threes and finished with 8 points. 7 points for Zayden Gates and 7 points for Eli Graham in the game. 2 points for Brady Watson and 1 point for Keegan Glazier on a free throw. 8 of 12 at the free throw line were Owensville Dutchmen. They did have 20 rebounds total in the contest. They really out-rebounded Salem badly in that first quarter, 9-5. And again in the third quarter, they did by 5 as well. But still, very close ball game overall for both teams. As far as turnovers are concerned, Salem Tigers finished with 17 turnovers, 6 steals, 14 turnovers for Owensville, and 9 steals in the game. 3-pointers made. Owensville made 4. Salem Tigers made 3. 2. I think that's 2. They only made 2 3-pointers. No, they did. They made 3 in the game. So, Salem finishes 14-15. Another close battle in district play. 2 years ago, we did the same thing at Sullivan, came up on the short end. But Coach Patterson has to be proud of these boys. They played their hearts out. A couple of mistakes. I think Lincoln Thomas getting hit in the face with the ball in the first quarter didn't help any because he had to have gauze in his nose, and that always affects your eyes. Water up. Takes a while to get over that. And he had to sit out a little bit. But, again, no excuses for any team. You got opportunity. Salem missed a couple of close-in shots, and they did not have that shooting acuity that they have had in the previous games here at Owensville, and they fall by 1 point, 42-41. Well, an entertaining game. We hope you enjoyed it on KSMO Media. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back and wrap it up. Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free. Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, Aranda's Mexican Restaurant, and Tax Masters, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Town Screen in Salem.
Well, we want to thank all our great sponsors that made it possible for us to bring you Tiger basketball on KSMO Media. We really do thank everybody that allowed us to become part of your night or home for this night or for the playoffs or for the whole season. And again, without all those sponsors, it would not be possible for us to bring you these games on KSMO Media. We really do want to thank all of them for making it possible for us to provide you with this coverage of Salem Tiger baseball and basketball and football and volleyball and softball. But without them, it just could not be done. Again, the final score, Owensville 42, Salem Tigers 41. Don't forget, on those on the radio side, they are going to have the Blues in Anaheim tonight, 8:30 pregame, 9 o'clock game time, as the Blues take on the Ducks. And then tomorrow, we have a triple-header with Missouri Tigers taking on Kentucky, 10:30, that game. That'll be followed by the Cardinals game at 1:55. We'll have that on a delayed basis. And then the Blues contest will be at 6:30 with the Kings from L.A. For Ben doing the dials here for the video, for Sally back in the station doing all the spinning of those dials back there. My name is Stan Stevens. Thanking you for joining us. And a heartbreaking loss tonight for the Salem Tigers as they fall the Dutchman in the District 4 Class 3. Wait a minute, shake that again. Class 3 District 4 champ. No, I had it right the first time. Class 4 District 3 championship as they lose it 42-41. We hope you have a fantastic weekend. Good night from Owensville.
You have been listening to exclusive coverage of Salem Tiger sports on KSMO. Today's action was brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Town and Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Tax Masters, Town and Country Insurance, City of Salem, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Jadwin Smith Auto Body, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Riverways Federal Credit Union, Salem License Bureau, Jet Tire and Auto, Legends Automotive LLC, Discount Bins of Salem, American Family Insurance, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Carty, Flying W Boutique, New Life Auto, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Inc., United Country Salem Realty, Babette Wells Broker Owner, On the Spot Auto Glass, The Hot Spot Tanning and Tuxedos LLC, Your World Today, Hubs Tire Center, Technology Junkyard, Moe's Cleaning Services. Be sure to join us again next time for Salem Tiger Sports, exclusively on KSMO. People are talking about when they listen to KSMO.
I have it on my radio all day, every day. I have it on my vehicle, and I listen to it at home.
KSMO.